Hello children, today I have come with one more video for lesson number 2. Last video we saw evolution of transportation. Today's video we are going to learn about the evolution of communication. So let us start with the lesson. So what is communication? You all must have learned about the definition of communication. Communication is a process by which people send messages or exchange ideas or thoughts with one another in a verbal or non-verbal manner. So we know that this is communication, but was it the same before? So let us find out how communication evolved through the ages. The early humans used various ways to communicate and express their thought and feelings by signs and gestures. Then they were able to send signals through beat of the drums. You can see early human beating the drum. So the beat of the drum signified that some messages, whatever messages they wanted to send, they used to signify that. Then they started to communicate through cave painting, a type of drawing art which was found on the walls and ceilings of the cave. So whatever they drew on the caves, it depicted or it said some stories about their life to the other members of the community. Then came the smoke signal. Now this smoke signal was generally used by the soldiers to to alert people about the danger from the encroachment of the enemies. So this was how in the early times these signals were used to communicate from one person to the other. But because of their superior intelligence, they were able to develop language and writing. So you know that as early humans started to develop intelligence, they started to think, and this is how they started to write. So this is the first form of writing which was developed by the ancient Sumerians. The modern part, Sumeria, is in Iraq, and Egyptians. So these are the specific symbols which were used to represent ideas and convey messages to people. This was carved on wet pieces of clay. So this is how writing had developed. Then we move as the other forms of communication which later began were messenger pigeons. These messenger pigeons used to carry written messages from one place to another. The pigeons were our first postal service. That means they were used as the postal service. Like how we have a postman who used to deliver letters. So these are the pigeons used to deliver the letters. They were trained to carry messages and deliver them to other places. Then later on it is believed that horses were also used to carry mails from one station to another. The riders as postman, it was also called as the Pony Express. This was in the year 776 BC. So it was like a first courier service. Then we move on to the invention of paper. Now the invention of paper started in the ancient China. That is, the ancient Chinese, they learned how to make paper. They were the first people to describe how to make paper from cotton rags. Later on this secret was shared by others, and hence due to this written communication became a lot easier. Now since paper was printed, then we move on to how paper was printed. Now in the year CE 1400, the first printing press was invented by Gutenberg. He was the man behind the printing press. Now the printing press ensured that whatever written document they had from other people, whatever news or any information that they wrote about, that could be made available easily and quickly and reached to many people, more people. So this is how the first newspaper was printed in the year 1650. You know that a newspaper is a very important part of communication, which lets people gather news and information from all the other around the world. So it has been a way to reach out to people. Now we come to the next development, that was the first postal service. The postal service made the task of sending messages much easier. And the first postal service started in 1712. It helped organize the service efficiently and made accessible for the common man. Then came the typewriter in 1800. Now, when the typewriter was invented, they helped type letters onto the paper. Soon, typewriter became the standard form for the official communication. Then we come to the next development, that was the Morse code. Samuel Morse invented the Morse code, a method of transmitting text information as a series of lights or clicks. Each letter in English alphabet has a special Morse code assigned. Then later on came the telegraph machine. This was invented, and it was a very important major breakthrough in the communication mode. This electric telegraph became a very important source for people to pass on messages to the other people who lived in distant places. So this was a very important time when the telegraph machine was invented. Then we come to the next slide. Okay. Now telephone, the telephone is the most important and convenient mode of communication. In 1848, Alexander Graham Bell developed the first electric phone. So the telephone changed the way we talk to people. The telephone was it enabled people to talk to one another over long distances, anywhere and any time. Now, once the telephone was invented, then the modern technology, we come to the modern technology, that is in the 19th century. The mobile phone and the portable wireless cordless phone. Now, they help people stay in touch with each other while on the move. That means they could take it anywhere in any other room and speak to people. Then we come to the next mode of communication. Now, earlier we used to use paper and pen to write letters and messages. So we can communicate by writing a letter or by sending an email. Now you know that we use email, which is enables us to send instant messages, which is much faster and quicker. And this is the email sites like the Google and many different sites where messages can be sent. Then comes the internet in the year 1983. So communication evolved even further. Internet is the global networking it is a global computer network which provides a variety of information and communication. It has brought the world closer by connecting computers and devices, the World Wide Web, which started in the year 1989. So this is a major breakthrough in the world of communication. Yes, now we come to the smartphone. Now a smartphone is a present generation phone which has camera and personal computer all rolled into one. So it is called the whole world in one pocket. It offers many facilities to organize work and get information on the move. Okay, now we come to the social media. And the two three very popular mode of social media or tools are the Facebook, Twitter and the Instagram. They help the users connect with millions of people instantly. So you see this, nowadays we are very much in touch with all these social medias where we post messages, short and quick messages. So children, you all have I have shown you the different modes of communication which evolved during centuries. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please watch all the videos which were posted for better understanding of the topic. Take care, stay home and stay safe.